All right, I had
Never
the
heard
story.
so much malarkey in my whole life.
Oh, this is fucking hilarious, and a 100% a true story. As I always start my stories off by saying that. I don't know why people lie on the internet. Not me. Not me.
Never you.
Right. So this is true. I need to hide this because that's a good idea, actually. So I need to hide this because my address is on here. I don't want anyone finding out where I live. That'd be very strange. Very uncomfortable. It would make me feel good. While Dan fiddles with nothing but the soundboard. Right, so I'll tell you about the story. All right, so my dad. Is it good?
Yeah, I think we're good. Sorry. Carry on.
All right, I'll start from the beginning.
Okay, I'm listening.
My dad. Right, so my dad went to the pub. Okay, my dad went to the pub. He purchased some Nobby's nuts. Okay,
Oh, that's a classic.
and I guess he was like so dissatisfied with his purchase that he literally called up the helpline and complained.
No, the Nobbies helpline.
We got a reply in the mail.
Wow.
I couldn't fucking believe it. Seriously. I was like, what are you doing, Dad? And I tried to talk to him about this yesterday. He wasn't having it. He was like, it's my right to complain. And I thought I'd just read out what they sent him back. So it says, regarding Nobby's salted peanuts 50G.
Oh, my.
Regarding the Nobby's peanuts. Dear Mr. Hannum, same last name as my father. Thank you for contacting us in relation to your recent purchase.
Sorry, carry on.
It's hard to talk when you're messing with all the fucking...
I'm sorry.
It's really difficult to...
Please go on. Please go on.
Am I supposed to get better at this along the way?
No.
I'm trying to fucking tell my story.
I was just making sure you're not being overshadowed by any music. That's all.
To be fair, we should have probably... I did want to bring in the fact that the beer music is too loud, so...
Yeah, see, I'm just making sure you're not over.
It is hard to talk sometimes, though, when people are...
Please go, please.
When I say people, I mean
you're welcome to continue.
Now, you have to edit the clip around this. Dear Mr. Hannum, are you ready for this now, Dan?
I'm ready.
Thank you for contacting us in relation to your recent purchase. PepsiCo Australia and New Zealand is committed to providing quality products and appreciate it when customers take time to contact us. That can't be true. Because my dad's complaining about a fucking $6 pack of Nobby's nuts. We were concerned to receive your report that your recent purchase of our product was below our normal high standards. The malfunctioning process employed in production means that the problem that you've experienced is highly unusual.
Not something we usually get here at Nobby's Nuts.
No, we don't normally hear complaints. We can assure you that righteous inspections and testing procedures are carried out during the process of making the item to ensure that only products of the highest quality leave our factories. Please accept our sincere apologies for any inconvenience. As indication of our appreciation for you bringing the ad to us, we enclose refurbishment to cover your costs. Please take note of the expiry date on the thing, blah, blah, blah. Your report has been noted here at the center. Once again, thank you for coming to contact us. Yours sincerely, the manager. Right, so...
Yours sincerely, Nobbies.
So this happened when my dad, well, no, it's actually funny. It's PepsiCo, so it's this massive.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's
the
Pepsi,
full conglomerate. Yeah,
I don't want to show because my address is on it. But it's Pepsi, Smith's, Bluebird, Red Rock Deli, and Gatorade.
Wow!
So this happened when my dad went out with my sister for just a couple pints, and he spends most of the time on a fucking phone call complaining to Nobby's Nuts, and they sent through in the mail. $6.
What?
All that for $6. And I fucking said to him, I was like, all that for $6. And he wouldn't take it. He was like, it was my God-given right to do it. And I was like, it's just all that fussing. Like he was on a hold for like an hour. You're down the pub with your daughter and you spend the whole time on a fucking...
Oh, man.
For $6?
The fuck is this shit?
Wow.
It's my dad in a such a does that sound, you know my father for like 10 years. Does that sound like
that's
him?
very well, honestly, that's very dad behavior in general. Because it's funny.
Complain to Nobby's Nuts.
I think generations sometimes tie people together more than anything because I feel like that is so something that my dad would do for the same reason. Like if he was
Dan, they were stale.
Yeah, exactly.
They were very stale, Dan. They're not. Nobbies are not what they used to be. That's what my dad said. He's like,
and I know for a fact if my dad had the same thing, he would call up, he would wait to get that fucking complaint in, man. Dads love that shit. And you know what? One day,
maybe I'll
call up and complain for an hour.
Yeah, maybe I'll. I mean, I eat Nobby's nuts. You can sound like me all you like.
Dave,
I do. I eat Nobby's
those Nobby's nuts have come down in quality for years now.
Do you want to know my honest opinion? I disagree. I think he just got a bad back. I kind of agree with
okay.
Nobby's
Mr.
Nuts
Nobby himself.
Pepsi Co. I kind of agree with Pepsi Co. I because I've been trying to eat better at lunch, I've just been eating like nuts and stuff. Yeah, get your laughs out of you.
Amazing.
And thank you. I've been eating nuts. Is that okay? Is that what you want to hear? I've been eating my nut. No, I've been eating
all the nuts you like, man.
At lunch. And I've been eating Nobbies, okay? And I enjoy them. And I think they're good. And I'm sorry. I think, most of these, I'm not excusing it, but most of these packets probably stay at the back of the pub for months before they get
That's
purchased.
a good point. I think that's a great point is that sometimes it's not really the fault of the seller.
No, we don't really purchase bar snacks.
Yeah, those bar snacks probably sit there for fucking years before
they would just sit there and maybe their expiry date goes off and they don't even realize. I don't know. Or the best before.
Okay.
Anyway, my dad.
The pub regulars don't care.
He made such a big deal out of it.
These Nobbies.
Well, I should say my dad loves Nobbies. It's like his thing. So I guess
like father, like son, they say.
I guess he hadn't tried them in a while. And he's like, these Nobbies, they ain't what they used to be. Ain't what they used to be. Ain't what they used to be.
Puck to
He spat them out. He took one. He was like,
Puck to
spat them out like. These are disgusting. Let me spend the next fucking hour on the phone. I'm sat with my daughter down the pub having a bit of father and daughter time. No, let me fucking call Nobby's nuts.
Yeah, that's what needs to,
Let me call Nobby's nuts and complain and get $6 back in the mail. I laughed my ass off and he didn't get it. Like I said to him, I was like, this is weird behavior. And he didn't understand it.
It is pretty hilarious that
he didn't get it. He didn't understand why it was so odd.
Everything, the cost of all of the mail alone that was sent to you is probably more than $6.
I know it's just so not worth it. And it's like if it's not worth it, my dad will do it. And look, I understand it. It's not. You should stand up for yourself and companies, and you should say when things are wrong. But it's time and a place. He's like this second, I'm gonna call Nobby's Nuts, Pepsi Co. I don't know. It's so
PepsiCo.
It's so funny to me. I had to bring in that piece of evidence.
They call it the hillbilly heroin.
$6.
Wow.
I was like, all that for $6. It's like it wasn't about the money, Connor. It was about teaching them a lesson. And you know what? I kind of agree with that.
And it was worth it because we taught them a lesson.
But I really doubt they listened.
Well, exactly.
They're Nobby's Nuts. They're the biggest fucking nut company. Maybe even bigger than Mr. Peanut. Mr. Peanut's more America.
I don't expect you to know me. Most of the country does, bitch.
Is
that was Nobby's. Yeah, that's Mr. Nobby himself.
Mr. Peanut himself.
Peanuts are. I do get it though. You want it to be a reliable.
You want a satisfying nut.
Yeah, you want to get that nut, and when you can't,
and he didn't.
Yeah, no, I get it. I feel. Jesus Christ!
Most of the country does, bitch.
Show's been pretty crazy today.
You said it, pal.